Dobrý den, křiž milosti, jak se máte všichni? Good morning, Cross of Grace Church. We hope you guys are doing well this morning, worshiping the Lord together. By the time you see this, we'll have already finished our worship service at our church we're attending called Doslova. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vince Corpus, and I used to be one of the elders there at Cross of Grace. It was my pleasure and privilege to serve for 6 years until last year when the Lord called us back to the Czech Republic. We're in Prague right now. We've been here for nearly a year. And why are we here? Well, we're here to start a Czech-speaking church, a church that is Czech-speaking but looks like Sovereign Grace. And that requires learning the language. So for the last year, I've been full-time language learning, and Christy and Levi have been learning language as they have time. How has the Lord been at work in this last year? Well, first thing, He's really given a grace and a gift for picking up the language. When I tell Czechs I'm learning the language, they all say, every single one of them, Czech language is very hard. And it is. But to be at a B1 level after 9-10 months of study, they're all like, wow, like that's amazing. And it's truly a gift from the Lord, because I'm just not that good at picking up languages, but He's been very kind. Another way that the Lord has been at work here in this past year has been through the encouragement of Czech people who have heard me preach in English, of course. Not to a point where I can preach in Czech yet, but it is to preach and hear their encouragement. They say, this is the kind of preaching that this country needs. This is the kind of preaching the church here needs. It's the kind of preaching I need. And there's nothing special about it. You guys enjoy that preaching every Sunday. It's cross-centered. It's Christ-centered. It shows how the passage connects to the person and work of Jesus Christ. And that's all it is. Yet it's so needed here because many times churches don't get that. Another way that the Lord has been at work is through building partnerships with churches. There are many churches and pastors here who are interested in partnership, and we're actively having those conversations about what does partnership look like. Does that look like sending people? Does that look like giving resources? Does that look like renting spaces? Just different things like that. And what does active partnership look like? And the reason that we need that partnership, the reason that we desire that partnership is because much of what Cross of Grace enjoys in the States is that partnership with Sovereign Grace. Well, there is no Sovereign Grace here. And so we need local partnerships until such a time that Sovereign Grace exists here in Europe. And that's our goal. Our goal is not only to plant a Czech-speaking church, but to reach Czechs, and out of those Czechs we reach, identify those who've been called to be a pastor, train and equip, and then finally, after ordination, to send them out to plant other Sovereign Grace churches in Prague and Czech. So how can you pray for us? You may be wondering, how can you pray for us? Well, the first thing is pray for the Lord to give us wisdom on where to put the church. Is it in Jevno, this beautiful section of the city that you see behind us where we live in Prague 6? Is it somewhere downtown where we may be able to partner with some friends and another ministry that has a space that's not being utilized right now? So we just need the Lord's wisdom on where and how that should look. The second thing is just more building those partnerships and helping to get that off the ground, as well as smooth operations in obtaining non-governmental organization status. Czech Republic does not allow new churches to come in classified as new churches. There's a whole bunch of legal reasons on why that is, but all new churches operate basically as a nonprofit. The third way that you can pray is pray if the Lord is calling you and your family individually to partner with our ministry here. Inflation has hit the entire world, and it has hit Czech Republic especially hard. And we're just seeing, our dollar not go as far as it used to. And we're seeing other costs associated with starting a church come up. So we see the need ahead to raise more funds for legal fees, for startup fees. We're going to have to buy some gear quite possibly, and other things that are just part of starting a church here. And then also, just as a family, we're not seeing our dollar go nearly as far as it did a year ago. So pray and ask if the Lord is calling you to to partner with us. We would be honored to partner with you in this ministry that we're called to. We hope to see you guys soon. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday service, and we'll talk to you later.